Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see there's still snow along the road, so I am just, I don't know, a kilometer or so away from the parking for Moraine Lake. Now, I'm never going to be able to do a live virtual tour at Moraine Lake because I don't have the reception. But I just thought I was on my way up to Lake Louise to do a tour, and I just thought, well, the road's open. Maybe I will zip in here for a couple of minutes. Look at the condition of the road. It gets so beaten up in the winter. This road closes basically as soon as it snows. We go cross-country skiing here early in the year. This is also a fabulous road for seeing bears. I didn't see a bear this morning, but I was sort of hoping I would. But I just thought, because it's such a gorgeous morning, there was a heavy snowfall just the other day. In fact, so we are in early to mid-June, so there's the climate in the Canadian Rockies for you. But I just felt this is probably worth sharing. And Moraine Lake was on the Canadian $20 bill a couple of incarnations ago. Now, there is a little debate as to whether or not it's truly a moraine, but it probably is. It's not at the toe of a glacier anymore. But the Valley of the 10 Peaks is opening out in front of me here. I don't think the Canadian Rockies get much more beautiful than that. And this is a big perennial slide area, so this is a dangerous area. Not allowed to come in here in the winter. You can ski sort of up to here. Because landslides and avalanches happen through here, it just gets closed down. But I felt it's probably worth sharing a quick video. And here is, so it is specifically June 8th. The reason I say that is it'll be interesting to see whether there is any ice on the lake or not. Now, the official temperature outside is 0 Celsius or 32 Fahrenheit. My backyard in Banff this morning was -2. So that's about right. Even though last week we were up into the high 20s. But that's, well, we can have snowfall out of the sky every 12 months. But it's just, this is particularly spectacular at the moment. The fresh snow just cleans up the mountains. So I'm zipping along. This road has become a terrible pinch point, and that's because people drive in with the RVs, and no fault to them, but there's just not room to turn around. So really what Parks is now running is a system where you have to be down in the valley to a shuttle. And then there's even reservations for the shuttles. So some of these iconic places in the valley are just less accessible than they used to be. See all these signs on the side of the road? These are all the no parking signs. And that is because all you need is one sort of mid-size RV to park there, and it can actually snarl up all the traffic and the road can close. So these are some of the challenges. And these are places we want to be accessible to everyone. Now, there is a lodge up in here, and this is a place that we all migrate in September. So Mount Fairholm's actually up to my right. You don't see it here in this video, but the whole side of it is covered with tamarack trees. It's the one pine that changes color. It turns this incredible golden, usually in September. And if you happen to get these blue sky days, which we often do in September, then the entire sides of the mountain can turn to this incredible gold. So that's a treat. I'll probably try and do a video there this fall. So our summer months are short, but this valley in here is really rather remarkable. And gradually already, and it is only 7:30 in the morning, but the parking is already, well, not too bad actually. But it's all heavily controlled just because, for all the right reasons. This road will never be expanded. So I just thought, so we'll find out. Oh, I think the ice has gone off the lake. So I feel as though I need to share this with everyone. There's someone with their camper van. Good on them. I bet they spent the night up here. Technically not meant to, but I'm not going to say anything. So that big rock pile there is often home to pikas, which are beautiful little creatures. They measure, well, they're one of the tools for measuring climate change, believe it or not, because they hibernate. So let's go on out of the car here. Look at this gorgeous morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's just an honor to be able to bring people to a place like this. So now I need to go up and do my tour at Lake Louise. I have a bit of a bet going whether there's ice on the lake or not. But this lake to me is looking pretty perfect. That's there's the sign over there, the little tent that says shuttle navette. That's for the shuttle buses. So the fact that I was able to drive in here is very, very fortunate. And there is part of the lodge. So short season. Oh, look at that. All right, so let's come on up to magnificent Moraine Lake here. Starting to see the lake. I do see a tiny bit of ice on the far side. So I guess we can sort of say there's still a little bit of ice on it. But it's still pretty remarkable. It doesn't have the really intense color yet that it will have. And it will have a very intense color very soon. A couple of young ladies I expect camped out here last night. Have a look at this lake though, everyone. Oh, the lake is still very low. It has a long way to come up yet because of all that snow is still yet to melt. Those couloirs, the long avalanche chutes down between the peaks, they will keep their snow all year because there is some glacier just up on the top to the left, and look at these morning reflections. So, Moraine Lake, and again, a moraine is the lake formed, well, it's even the debris formed at the base of a glacier. Just trying to get the sign in here, but lots of spectacular morning light. Let's just wander around. Look at the snow that's out here. And of course, it doesn't get much more magically Canadian than having all the canoes piled up. Birds saying good morning. And up, just up the other side of those mountains basically is Lake Louise itself. So after I do this little video, I'll zip back there. Now this will become a much deeper turquoise as the year goes on. The moraine, these big pile of rocks, which may have been a landslide once upon a time, the morning light. But that big pile of rocks stops the lake from really draining out, and all of this. So I'll do another video in a few weeks' time, although it'll be very hard to get in here because of the whole shuttle system. Fortunately, I always leave home very early. Now, if you're not clear where I actually am in the world, so I'm in the province of Alberta, the very western edge. I'm only, well, 20-minute drive from the border with British Columbia. And I turned off the road that goes up to Lake Louise from the village. And I turned off 11 kilometers to come up here. Have a look at that reflection. And I got up early this morning to come out here. And I sure am glad I did. Now, so I'm just gonna put the camera down for a second. And just give you a moment to contemplate the environment. Hello from Moraine Lake. It's just perfect, and it's warm too. Have a beautiful, happy day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming on this drive, and please join me for a live virtual tour. I'll put links in the description.